Welcome to Late Through the Show. I'm your host, Prophet74. Today, we're gonna bring something additional for your PlayStation VR. So, stick around and let me know what you guys think. We're gonna open it here, unbox it, and we're gonna talk about it, why you should get it. So, here it is. So now, with the new game Skyrim for VR, you're gonna be spending lots of time with the controllers, lots of times with the VR system. This game is not doable in a day. It's going to take you hundreds of hours. There's no proper ending for this. I mean, there's different characters, different playabilities, different scenarios. It's a long game. So I'm thinking more long run. What am I going to do to charge these stations? If I'm going to charge the controllers, or I'm going to set up the VR somewhere that I know it's going to be compatible with all my accessories. So I ended up buying this addition to my VR system. So now that we're going to be playing a long time and we're going to get together more often, this is one way I'm going to do. So let's go ahead and unwrap it. And when you first, I'm going to get rid of the box. There's instructions in the box. So this is pretty much what you get. This was around $50 to $40 for $50, $40 to $60, I would say, you know. So you get this thing for the center of the head. Of course, the instructions are included here. And this is where you're going to actually require, let me get a power pack, of course. You also get the stand itself. So this is pretty much the base of the stand. And this is the actual extension of the stand. And basically what you got to do is pretty much find the right sequence. So you can follow the instructions in here that it demonstrates exactly how you put it on. So let's go ahead and put it on. You have to press it down and it locks in. So you got to marry the two arrows. Of course, there's a little notch right here where the actual power goes out. So these things are supposed to be meant to, there's little glitches in, there are little gaps in here that you can actually dress them up. And they pretty much just lay down flat, and they're ready. They lock in, of course, and they start charging. And you also could charge a PlayStation controller here. Also, don't forget the main part of it. You also have to find the arrows here, and to find the arrows, there's also another arrow section on the top, and it's pointing that way. So you have to find a way to kind of like manipulate the whole system and make sure it locks in. Once it locks in, it's pretty much going to look like something like this. And of course, you get to set your controllers on top. You could even put a game in between if you want. Let's go ahead and set this whole thing up here. How it will look like. Once you set this up, there's a little base on the front of the forehead, and you lock it in. You pretty much push the button in the back, and you stretch it back, and it sits there. So the VR system is ready to go. Also, you could set up your controller here if you want a secondary controller, you want to charge it. You can actually set it up in here. Now the power cord is something simple. You can plug it anywhere, you find an actual connection, and you find a home for it, of course, because once in a while you are gonna need to go and revisit how much you're gonna power the system. Depends on how much you're gonna play. But if you're gonna play Skyrim, you're gonna need to charge the sucker for a long time. So let's go ahead and set it up somewhere in the corner and see how it looks like. So once you have the whole setup connection, as soon as you plug it in, it's going to show you that it's actually charging here. These two light up. Of course, we can always, like I said, charge a PlayStation controller on this device. So we'll go get the PlayStation controller. So in order to grab this, there's two notches underneath the controllers, right in the bottom of it. There's a long one and a circular, a little indent in there. So once you get it, you pretty much just lock it in and it starts charging. You grab it, eject button. This thing is pretty much like an input, so you can push it down and it's set up. Once it starts charging, you'll see it charging on the top, and it's pretty much set up. Then you got your PlayStation VR here. Of course, we're gonna play VR. We're gonna try to play more of the Skyrim, more of other games that I was introduced to. So let's go ahead and set this back, and we'll come back in the next segment with actual gameplay.